Hi, I'm Nick, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a great week. For those who just discovered me, thanks for stopping by. If you're interested in all things Halo, Pokemon and vlogs, you've found the right channel. As you all know, Pokemon is a very old franchise, and with old franchises comes history. Whether it be cool facts or weird facts, there's no denying that no matter what age you are, Pokemon will always continue to surprise us. For today's video, I have gathered 10 facts regarding the hit franchise Pokemon. So, here are 10 fun facts about Pokemon. To start off our fact list, let's get into this question. What was the very first Pokemon? Now, of course, to the average person, you think Pikachu, right? Well, you'll be very surprised to know that it was, in fact, Rhydon that was the very first Pokemon ever created. In an interview with the illustrator legend himself, Ken Sugimori, the interviewer asks, what was the first character he created? To which Ken states, Rhydon, Pippi, Laplace, etc. Originally, there was a setting that Pokemon lives with people and makes people's lives convenient. Therefore, many of the early characters have a clear role, such as riding on their backs and crossing the sea or carrying something. Besides that, I thought of something like Pippi as a cute and pet-like thing. Now, of course, he did say that Pippi, which is Clefairy, Laplace, Lapras, and a few other Pokemon were also drawn at the same time too. But Rhydon was the first Pokemon he ever drew. Crazy, huh? What's more crazy is fact number 2. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, as well as its remakes Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, are the only mainline Pokemon games where the player gets to see their father. His name is Norman, and he's the gym leader of Petalburg City, using normal types in his arsenal. It makes me wonder why the other games haven't had your character meet your father. Here's a fact that you probably might not know. The creator of Pokemon, Satoshi Tajiri, has autism. That's right, the creator of Pokemon is autistic. As a kid, Satoshi had a fascination of catching bugs and playing arcade games. He loved it so much that he kept ditching school. Of course, later on he did catch up, got his degree, and went on for studying for 2 years at the Tokyo National College of Technology doing computer science and electronics. Afterwards, he started writing and editing for a fan magazine that focuses on the arcade gaming scene. It was known as Game Freak. Then of course, Ken Sugimori, this dude, liked Satoshi's work and decided on being the magazine's illustrator. And of course, after knowing the games of then were starting to get stale, they decided on making their own game. Satoshi, using his childhood experience of catching bugs, was the perfect inspiration for this game, and thus, Pokemon was born. So if you ever feel that you having autism, Asperger's, ADHD or any mental disorder is a hindrance on you and you are dumb, don't ever think that. This man made the single most highest grossing pop culture franchise ever and changed the world with his passion. If he can do this, you can too. There are Pokemon out there with variants. One such as Pavilion with its 20 different wing patterns, Unknown with their forms being based off the alphabet, and Arceus with its elemental forms depending on what plate it holds. But that's just the games alone. This Pokemon's patterns extends from the games and into the cards and manga. Arbok is that Pokemon. True that its Pokédex entry states that its Frills pattern differs from region to region. This can be said in Ultra Sun and Moon's Dex entry, where it's stated to have more than 20 patterns. But in reality, there are only 3 to 4 designs in the game. However, that doesn't mean that Arbok only has 4 patterns in the series. In fact, in the manga, trading card game, anime, etc., there are way more designs. So, in a way, the Dex entry is telling the truth. Halfway through the list, we have this really interesting fun fact for our number 5. In Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, in order to get the Reggie trio that consists of Regirock, Regice, and Registeel, you had to learn Braille to get them. This was also a thing you needed to do in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and Fire Red Leaf Green for the same reasons, but for this video, we will just stick with Ruby and Sapphire. To get these Robo-Boyas, you needed to find the Braille inscription in the outermost entrance of the sealed chamber found at Route 134 by using Dive. Then you needed to decipher it. You can find out how to get them in the OG games on the Bulbapedia website. Honestly, this was such a cool addition, considering you had to go out of your way to learn a new language in order to get these Pokemon. It doesn't have to be Braille, but something like that would be so cool to add in the future mainline titles of Pokemon. Now, here's a fact that you probably might not know, and it just so happens to be in the game that started my love for Pokemon, Diamond and Pearl. In Canalave City, there is a library that details the history of the Sinnoh region, and in this library there's a book called Sinnoh Folk Stories Part 3, where it details the relationship between humans and Pokemon and how it started. The book states, "There once were Pokemon that became very close to humans. There once were humans and Pokemon that ate together at the same table. It was a time where there existed no differences to distinguish the two." Sounds tame, doesn't it? Well, that's not what the Japanese version of the game says, the original version. In the original version, it states that humans and Pokemon actually married each other, just how people would nowadays with the whole ceremony and honeymoon, etc. This line was banned, of course, and the line that we all know was put in its place. Wireless connectivity is one of the best features in Pokemon, from trading Pokemon with your friend abroad to battling people online to be the very best like no one ever was. It has become a staple in the franchise. But when did Pokemon begin using the internet to trade and battle people? Of course, Poke veterans such as myself would think that Diamond and Pearl were the games that kickstarted the whole online system through the use of the Nintendo DSi's Wi-Fi edition. But you'll be surprised to know that the Japanese were well ahead of the world with trading and battling online with, get this, Pokemon Gold and Silver. That's right, Gold and Silver were the first Pokemon games in the franchise to trade wirelessly with other players. And they were able to do this with the use of a special adapter that would connect to a mobile phone network. The service was known as Mobile System GB, and it would allow people to battle with others for 10 minutes. This feature was exclusive to only the Japanese, however, but I find it quite interesting that the online scene for Pokemon began far back in 1999. Pikachu. This yellow thing. The Pokemon that racks Nintendo and Pokemon Company millions of dollars. This Pokemon is the face of Pokemon. Everyone knows him. I say him because the Pikachu we all know is a male. Females have a butt on a tail. Anyways, our next fact on the list is that Pikachu was not the first mascot for Pokemon. It was, in fact, Clefairy, number 35 of the National Dex. This fairy-type Pokemon, before normal type, was the face of Pokemon at the beginning. Heck, originally Clefairy was going to be Ash Ketchum's starting Pokemon in the anime, but was changed to Pikachu last minute. Of course, it was the same everywhere. The Pokemon Company wanted to give the mascot crown to Pikachu instead, because Game Freak felt that Pikachu would appeal to everyone, and that it was a more familiar and memorable Pokemon compared to Clefairy, which in their eyes appealed more to girls. Of course, there are guys who like Clefairy, but the point still stands that Pikachu was chosen to be the face of Pokemon because it is a more popular Pokemon. Wanna know something shocking? Pokemon was meant to end after Gold and Silver. You'd think that the Pokemon Company, whose IP is a huge moneymaker, would never think about ending the franchise, but it was considered in the past. According to the Pokemon Company CEO, Tsunekazu Ishihara, in an interview with Satoru Iwata, God rest his soul, Ishihara never expected the series to become as big as it is now. In his words, "I didn't intend to make any more Pokemon titles. I even thought that once we entered the 21st century, it would be time for me to do something else entirely." Wow, I never thought that I'd hear that from that company, just when Pokemon was at its peak. And the last fact for this video, fact number 10. In Pokemon Stadium, the N64 classic Pokemon battling game, there is a way to unlock a secret rare Pokemon in the game. All you needed to do is if you owned a copy of Pokemon Yellow and transferred your save into the N64 with a special N64 adapter that can fit in a Game Boy cartridge into Pokemon Stadium, you can unlock a Pikachu that has the same voice actress as in the anime and learn Surf. And that's 10 fun facts about Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and bell button down below. It's the best way of being notified of my latest video, and I hope to see you in the next video. This is Otendo signing out.